There's Faulkner's not an intellectual. Neither Hemingway was an intellectual. There are certain kinds of, Wallace Stevens is a great intellectual and a great writer. T.S. Eliot. Norman Mailer, I think, is like super smart, but not an intellectual, right? I mean, it's just incidental. Writing, a book, or a short story, a work of prose, succeeds on its own terms, not according to a list of terms. One of which is always be smart. Be smart, in a sort of Einsteinian theory of relativity kind of way. Richard Powers is a very smart guy. He is much smarter than me. I find his books dull as dishwater. The heart's in the right place. I want to like them. I have never been able to read one without falling asleep. David Foster Wallace, was a very smart guy who was a much more naturally talented writer than Richard Powers. I don't like his books mostly for different reasons, but I think that like he has a genuine sort of storytelling ease there.
The Kenyans and the Wallace estate, and the Powers, the P.
No, here, you want to hear glitter here? Like 3 different publications, contacted me after David Foster Wallace died to write a takedown of him. And I'm like, how crass are you? It's like the man just killed himself, and you want me to write a thing saying, well, it's okay because he was a terrible writer. I mean, these are the pieces.
Number on Infinite Jest.
Well, I wrote a bad review of Infinite Jest, a long time before. That doesn't mean I'm going to spit on the man's grave, but 3 different editors, solicited that, and
you're still doing
I don't remember. Not a lot of it. I don't think. But that's what I mean. This sort of like pretended gentility and hypocrisy of this industry. It's like what you're asking me for. I know what you're asking me for. You should go fuck yourself. And no, I won't write it.